Hey, so fam, Amelia Adair here in the back. Hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I'm a fan today. And I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in. I do have some updates for you. I know I've been kind of MIA in a sense, so I'm going to fill you in, and I'm going to, of course, come back to our schedule of posting and doing whatnot. And I want to get into a little story time, okay? A little fill-in, a little, hey, what's happening? What's happening next? What's going on? Are you okay? Is everything good? And for those, I had a few people say, congratulations, congratulations. And I'm like, what is these people talking about? So I don't know what rumors is out there, but I'm going to kill them. There's nothing happening in this area right now, okay? But thank you for the early congratulations. There might be some, near future expectations. But as of now, baby, don't come at me, okay? I've been doing my crunches. Maybe I look a little bloated, but okay. That's the rumor. Anyway, so fam, I just want to fill you in on where I've been, what's been going on, why I only posted just one little poetry video, like, hello, and I haven't been doing just full poetry. I just was like, in love with that video that I totally forgot I didn't post, and I was like, let me post it without no explanation. And y'all know y'all deserve the world and just to know what's happening in my world. And so for one, I was studying abroad in Costa Rica, so I took some time to go study abroad in another country, which was amazing. Would be like just a bland word, but I want to say it was challenging, beautiful, insightful, spiritual, educational. It was a ball of fun, and everyone that I spent time with in Costa Rica, it was great meeting you and chilling with you and getting that experience. So I just wanted to say thank you for that, and I hope you had a good time with me, because I had a great time. We spent time, and I'm going to upload a little video of things that I did while I was there, because I was there for a few weeks. Not that long, but it feels like about 2 months, but it was not 2 months, it was a few weeks. And challenging to be away from home for that long in another country, living a different lifestyle, and seeing how, life is viewed from different point of views. And so I will upload some videos that I'm gonna put them together just so you can kind of come along with the experience with me. I didn't post as I was there because I didn't want to be distracted. Social media can be a really big distraction if you let it. So I chose to not let it be a distraction for me, take my time out to get my mind together. And I know last month was also Mental Health Awareness Month, and I thought a great way to celebrate that is to focus on my mental health and make sure that my mental health is at its utmost peak in order for me to be here for you to help you keep your mental health at the utmost peak. But yes, while I was in Costa Rica, I was able to see the good, the bad, the hospitals, the schools. I was able, to see how their health system is developed, how they view mental health. And let me just say, okay, Costa Rica, you have it down in the pack, and Americans overall should definitely take some notes. And when I say Americans, I mean the U.S. government. Take some note on how they view things. And one of the major things that stood out to me is that they teach mental health from little to big. Like, mental health is their world. It's pura vida, pure life. So one thing that I really never learned here in the States opposed to over there was that they educate their people. Whereas us, we don't really get educated unless we go and get an education on health. We're not really educated. There's books and stuff available, but it's not a number one priority, which is probably why the mental health state of Americans is not at its utmost peak ever. So one great point there. If you're curious to know more, I will share as much as I can in an upload video and get into details. And moving forward with the channel, anything that I reference from what I've learned over in Costa Rica, I would definitely highlight it as a point. Maybe I'll do a couple videos moving forward, like, okay, this is how their mental health system moves, and overall, again, it's their main focus is educating people on their mental health. But moving forward, I also took some time to just breathe. So fam, when you're going through life and you are taking notes and you're learning new things and you're experiencing new things, you have to take the time to experience it. Sometimes we learn something and then we just kind of throw it out the window because we're so focused on learning the next thing. We're like addicted to learning, which is big now in our community because, as you know, we have TikTok and Reels and things, and everyone's just consuming information, consuming. And if you're consuming information that's useful to you and you're not using it, then it defeats the purpose of consuming it. And I always address this in my videos, like, make sure you are applying the knowledge. And that goes for me as well. There's some knowledge that I was able to pick up, and before I even go on and talk about it, I want to live it a little bit. And not to say I'm done living it, there's still a process of it, but as you transition, there's just time that's needed. So fam, as you are transitioning, take the time that's needed to do the work. And as much as I show up here and talk about topics, there's still things that I have to take time with. And unfortunately, there's no subbing for me. Like, if I can't call in someone to substitute the channel. The most I can do is fill you in once it's done. So thank you again for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. And thank you for sticking with me. Okay, that surely does mean a lot to me, and I'm excited as we grow together, and I'm excited to, again, pour in more information as I can, as I get it, and as I learn it, and as I feel it, and as I know it, so that I'm guiding you at my utmost peak always. Okay, so fam, put your mask on first, all right? If you're not putting your mask on first, then there's no way that you can help anyone in your circle. We all have a circle of individuals that we may be helping or we may be a part of, and no matter what seat you're sitting in, you always have to put your mask on first and be sure that you are focusing on your mental health, focusing on your health, and making sure that you can show up the best version of you every day. Okay, not just one day, every day. And every day is a challenge because we get up every day and we do our routines every day, and we, you know what I'm saying, we working on machines. We out here doing what needs to be done. So take the time, focus on you, take as much time as you need. Don't put a cap on it. Even today, there was like 3 or 4 days that I was like, okay, I'm ready to record, but I just wasn't ready. I just didn't have that clarity. I just wasn't ready. I don't know how else to explain it. And today when I got up and recorded, I felt 100% full and some. Like, I didn't feel like I was just gonna drink a cup of coffee and force a topic onto you and be trying to sell. Y'all know that's not how I roll. And I wouldn't want you to roll that way. Even if you have something to keep up with, keeping up with it also means taking time away from it, so you can take time and soak it in. Okay? There's even been times, so fam, but I took a day and I was just watching me. I was just like, let me watch, reflect, take notes. If you're not reflecting on things that you're doing, it can get a little useless, or it could go a little sideways, or this, so take time and just be sure that you are reflecting on your work and not just doing it to be like, check. There are certain jobs that we do that we just check off the list just to say we've done it, but there are also jobs that we have to do, and we have to make sure that we're doing it with consciousness, doing it with purpose, doing it with love, doing it from the same place you started. Because oftentimes, so far, what we do, right, we'll start projects and we'll start getting into a machine routine, and then the purpose that we have slowly starts to depreciate. And we never want to depreciate the value in these projects that we're doing with our life. Okay? Maybe going to the grocery store, that don't need much thought, vegetables, juices, you get what I'm saying? But not everything has to be worked in that system, where in America we're trained to be very systematic. Create a system, follow the system, get into the system. Like hardcore discipline. Hardcore discipline. And when you're a program like that and you try to work on projects that don't require you to be like that, the time is needed to be sure that you're breathing. You're not rushing. You're not competing. You're not just creating anything. You're not copying. See what they do and copy. See what they do and copy. No. That's never how I'm teaching anyone to be. So I have to make sure I'm not being that way too. I gotta make sure I don't fall into those easy traps. There's a lot of easy traps, and not to say it's like a whole negative thing, but it's easy for us to train our mind to just be a robotic in a sense. And I'm not saying that this is what I was doing. No, I was never being robotic, but I was just making sure that my mental health was together. And I'm not just up here like, hey, let the church say yes. And I also went to study abroad, and I wanted to give that my full focus. Okay, I did not want to be studying abroad, trying to focus on my YouTube channel. It's when you in a project and you commit yourself to a project, small or big or small, commit yourself fully. And that's what I like to do. As I'm committing myself fully to you here on YouTube to give my free coaching. This is free coaching. So I want to make sure I'm giving you quality as well. I'm not just giving you a little bit. And I did record one video while I was over there because I was itching. I'm just like, my channel. I was like, my messages, my system, I had everything so well planned out that I did make one video. And so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to post it separately or if I'm gonna be able to combine it, but you'll see when I post it. I kind of didn't get it all together yet because long story, but don't worry, so fam, I'm not gonna leave you out of anything. You'll be able to see and be a part of it one way or another, okay? So, I'm warm. Yeah, I know I live in a warm climate. And this is water. I don't know why, I only own one glass, so fam, and I love to drink water out of a glass. So, just, okay. And also, so fam, too, this is a great trick. I never had no issues with drinking overall, but I did learn that sometimes we want to drink because we want to hold a glass. Like our mind wants to hold the glass. Put some water in your glass, so fam, okay? This is another little trick that'll help you, deal with any situations you got to deal with. But yeah, sometimes I'm just holding the glass and I'm laughing because I'll be feeling so good and bubbly and laughing. I'm like, sis, you drinking water. You are drinking water. A lot of our issues are fully mental. So man, we have to just trick our mind a little bit. Like, yeah, put some fruit in it. Everything doesn't have to be relaxing with wine and liquor and substances. If you were someone who struggled with some substance abuse issues, small or big, that's one little trick to crack it. And again, no, I didn't personally suffer from substance abuse, but I can say I would like me a glass of wine from time to time. And it's easy to get caught up in using wine to relax. And it's not 100% great for your mental health. So, fam, it's good to have a glass of wine from time to time, but you do not want to use wine or any substance as an outlet. Period. Okay. Sidebar. Anyway, so welcome back. I have some great stuff coming for you. I'm so excited about these other side projects that I've been working on and getting myself together and geared up with. I do have classes that are still available online at AmeliaOnlineAcademy.com. If you haven't already, check out the classes that I have. You might see something that may, help you out just a lot of it. And I have some more classes that I'm writing and working on. And I like to take my time with it, okay? I don't want to just put it out there just to say, I checked it off the list, and I know that. So just be patient with me as I work on these projects. Stay tuned. I have some great topics coming your way, okay? I had a lot of time to note. So the topic list is, I could speak twice a day, 2 different topics a day. That's so many topics I got for you, and so many pointers that I want to touch on, so many things I want to elaborate on, so much clarity I want to bring. So I'm super excited, and thank you again for tuning in, and I'm going to see you at the next one. Bye for now.